We're at the Southport Yacht Club with Matt Allen, the winner of the Land Rover City to Gold Coast race. Matt, congratulations on your TP53 at Shimano.
Yeah, no, thanks very much. It was a great win. We ended up winning by quite a large margin in the end, but it was a very tricky race against a terrific fleet of boats, and really, showing that the Land Rover Gold Coast race is, definitely the number 2 ocean race in the Southern Hemisphere these days. The fleet was incredible. The start was pretty tricky getting out of the heads, and quite a few collisions and a few boats on the rocks and near South Head. But a light air race, very tactical, having to stay, inshore, and every little turning point around the coast created, a change in the breeze and a transition zone, and we were lucky enough to get through them and not make too many mistakes. And it was one of those races where it was very easy to make a big mistake and pay dearly for it.
9 TPs, Matt. Who was your main rival?
Oh, well, Koa, Balance and M3 were really hanging on there. We kept on getting a little break from them and then slowing down at the next headland, and they would catch up to us, and then we'd hopefully get away. And eventually we thought if we got a big enough break, which we did just a bit before Smoky Cape, and then they came into us, then we got a break, and then at Coffs Harbour, big transition zone again. And we were able just to get away, but it's a bit of skill and a bit of luck, and away we went.
And you, who did you have on your crew?
Oh, we had a great crew. We had Gordon Maguire, who was really running the boat as sailing master. We had Peter Merrington, who was the other watch captain with myself, and we had John Drummond standing in for Will Oxley as navigator. So it was his first time as primary navigator, and he did a great job. So a great squad, and just worked really hard. We didn't sleep very much. We really just stayed mostly on deck. We only had really a third of the crew down below at any one time. And by the time we got to the Gold Coast, we were all pretty exhausted, but also really happy. It's the first time I've ever won the race, so it's one of those races I hadn't managed to win over the years, and it was a great thrill to be able to do so.
So you're very happy with the TP?
Yeah, no, we're really enjoying it. We keep on making changes to it, and we've got a whole raft of changes that we're going to make to the boat again, to make it hopefully faster, but also a little bit more user-friendly for the crew in the ocean. And so we're continuing to do that, and especially after Hamilton Island Race Week, we've got a few new things coming for the boat, and getting it ready for the rest of the Blue Water Point School.
What are you going to do with your 60? Are you going to use that for Hobart? Or?
Well, we haven't decided yet. We've got both boats ended. We'd probably sail the 52 if we can, if we're happy with all the modifications. And we're going to send the 60 up and do the Rand Noumea race, or the Group Armour Noumea race, in late September. So trying to get both boats working and giving us enough projects to do, around the Pacific.
Now, your other hat, Matt, as president of Australian Sailing, I believe you're off to Rio next week?
Yeah, off to Rio, and obviously, great opportunity for the Australian sailing team to really prove that, the London performance where we won 3 gold and a silver, that we can sort of back that up. It's going to be a pretty challenging environment over in Rio. I think people have read about it in the press, the challenges of security and water quality and everything. I mean, it's going to be a really challenging regatta for us. But we've got more opportunities for medals than this time going into London. We've just got to make sure that we convert our opportunities into medals. And I think the racetracks are going to be really interesting. They're going to be, very different, all the different racetracks. They're going to have very, very local conditions and currents, and so we've just got to make sure that we're the best in the world. And if we're in the best in the world, then we'll bring home the medals for Australia, and that's the plan.
So what's the program after Rio as far as Australian sailing is concerned, mate?
Well, it's the great thing about where we're positioned as a country is we've got the greatest group of young sailors coming through. We've won in the last a week to 10 days. We've won the girls and the boys 29er Worlds. We've won the Laser Radio Worlds. We've got the best group of youths and kids coming through. We won the Nations Cup in the last youth Worlds. Obviously, you've got to defend that in Auckland at the back end of this year. So we've got a great group of kids coming through. We've got to make sure we've got the coaching and the resources and the planning to bring those kids up through the Olympics. But we're also doing a lot behind the scenes to broaden the sport out. To get more women sailing, at the elite level. We want to win more medals at the Olympic level on the women's side. We want to get more people sailing. So there's an enormous amount we're doing, but obviously in the next week or two, Rio's the number one focus.
Well, congratulations, mate, on winning the race. I'm sure that you'll go home and the CYC will be a happy place.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's a great thrill for everybody, and obviously we're looking forward to Hamilton Island Race Week, where we're going to go head to head against Beau Jest and Secret Men's Business and a few other boats, and that'll be a challenge for us. Beau Jest is a 1-year-old boat, and we're getting age allowance for our old girl these days, so we'll see how we go with it.
Good luck.
Thank you.